Welcome, Ricky B.
Tony
Smooth
C.
sounds of Ricky B. He's got
Dr.
the hat
Johnny
on today.
Kiva. This is
I love it.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Wasn't
Yep,
that a great
showing our
show?
age, people. Deal with
Was
it.
it? That was a great show.
That was what, like 77 or so, 78,
Oh, I
76,
loved that
something like
show.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was when everybody loved Lonnie, not just Burt Reynolds. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good old Lonnie Anderson. Is she still around? She's got to be. She's not that
I
old.
think she's still around. She was on my bedroom wall for many years.
Yeah, I gotta admit. Yep, I had
Yep.
her and Farrah and yep, all those guys.
Back in those teenage years, I went to, was it GC Murphy or something like that? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go buy a WKRP in Cincinnati poster for my room. And they're like, okay. I come back with that.
Yeah, I went full out. I got the bathing suit, Lonnie. I didn't even bother with the WKRP.
Oh no, I came back with the one. I came back with that.
Exactly. That was when boys had posters in their rooms, and girls did too. I mean, girls
Yeah.
had Sly was up in rooms, and Donny Osmond, and David
Sean
Cassidy, and
I was gonna say Sean Cassidy or
yeah, all those guys. I mean, and you had Farrah Fawcett and Lonnie Anderson, and let's see, God, there's Cheryl Teagues and Cheryl Ladd, and
oh yeah,
all of them. So it's but yeah, Miss Lonnie Anderson is still around with us. That's good. She's 78.
Wow, no kidding.
78 years old.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in anything a long time.
no.
WKRP aired 78 to 82.
I love that. You know what? We should do a tribute to the Thanksgiving WKRP in Cincinnati Thanksgiving special. Do you remember that one?
I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't.
Oh my God. So if you have the opportunity, it's when it was a Thanksgiving episode when Les Nussman released the turkeys from the helicopter over.
I do remember it. I do. I do remember it.
Oh,
yeah.
Madness.
It was. Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah. Well, this week, unfortunately, last week, I should say, did not make us any happier. Like when we lost Mr. Burt Young, this gentleman here, unfortunately, too young, too soon. Mr. Matthew Perry, age of 54, and unfortunately,
just a little
gentleman
bit short.
is 54. I mean, I want to get into discussing whys and stuff like that. They said that he was in the hot tub, and there's speculation he drowned. Some things said that he had a heart attack. Obviously, a lot of us that I was not a Friends fan. Not that I was against the show. I just never really watched it. My wife and my daughters love it. So every episode, beginning to end, they're like, I was a Seinfeld guy. They were the Friends guy, and but so they know about his past as I do because of the knowledge that's out there. And unfortunately, I think maybe it caught up with him. Not to say that he relapsed or anything, but just the wear and tear on his body for all those years. I don't know.
Right. I mean, we've all heard the speculations of, you're only supposed to be in a hot tub for X amount of minutes. I whatever it is, 15, 20 minutes, 10, I don't know. Or it can cause health problems or something like that. So with his past and compounded with that, who knows? But you know what? In a typical Chandler form, I'm just going to say, I can't be any more sad. And if you were a Friends watcher, you would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said you're definitely going to have to do the talking about this particular subject with the movie show. I mean, I'm sorry. Because of course I know of it. I wasn't hiding under a rock for 30 years. I know of the show. I know of some things just because my daughters have mentioned them, or you see them on commercials, or you see them on T-shirts. But I may not have any clue what they're about.
Yeah.
I heard them about the pivot thing. I have no clue what pivot is, but
oh my God,
it's something that's very funny.
If there's an episode to watch, that would definitely be one of them. You know what? It's a good hearty laugh just about every episode. They become part of your family.
Sure. Yeah.
They've actually, we are avid Friends watchers.
Yeah.
In today's day and age, we will go back and we still watch Friends. I watched it when it first came out. I remember.
That's the same way with me with Seinfeld. Like, I mean, I watch Seinfeld 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week. And I saw every episode from beginning to end, from season 1 to the end of it. So it still stands the test of time. My daughters obviously watch Friends. They watch Seinfeld and they laugh. And so it's one of those I Love Lucy's or the Honeymooners that are never going to go out of style. Right. It's never going to go out of humor. It'll be around forever. And but I mean, he didn't just do Friends.
No.
What I saw him in, which I thought he was genius in his comedic approach, was 2 movies. And one was called The Fools Rush In with Salma Hayek.
Yep.
And the other one was The Whole Nine Yards.
Yes.
With Bruce Willis and Natasha Hendricks.
Okay.
And I tell you, he made me laugh in those 2 films. And I never really saw his humor because obviously I didn't see the show. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know how good he could be at humor. But my goodness, he had me laughing in those 2 movies.
So funny. In reading, and there's been just you kind of being inundated with all the posts and the tributes to Matthew. And they're doing, flowers at the Friends building in New York and all this other stuff, which is amazing. He, but I was reading how he said, I understand and I know that I'll always be remembered for Friends, but I hope I'm remembered for more than just that. He goes, but I'm okay with it. But it would be nice to know that I'm remembered for more than just Friends. But I mean, he was on like the Gilmore Girls prior to that.
Prior to Friends?
Yeah.
So before Friends was around?
Yeah, he was younger. I don't know much of his previous acting prior to Friends. I know I think my son told me that he was on the Gilmore Girls or something like that.
Well, let's see. Well, right here we have some things. We have in the 70s when he was really young, or the late 80s, I should say. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said 70s. He was in Charles in Charge. He was in Silver Spoons. He was in a show called Night and the Life of Jimmy Reardon. I don't know about that. He had a few episodes on Growing Pains. Now, I know of all those shows. I did not watch them, but I do know of those shows. He had a guest appearance on Beverly Hills 90210. And then, of course, Friends came out. And then
so the Gilmore Girls is somebody else we were talking about.
Friends, he blew into the stratosphere of superstardom that very few people understand.
Right.
I mean, because one day that group of 6 were nobodies. And the next thing you know, that you couldn't turn around and not see one of them.
Absolutely. And I read something where it said the producers, Marta and I can't think of the other name. Anyhow, they said, it was like the night before the show was actually going to air, and they said we're all going to dinner, and they're like, okay, why? And they're like, because after this show airs, you'll never have your privacy again. Yeah. And
they knew it.
They knew it because they knew they had something.
They
special.
saw it all clicked, and they knew it. And and it's true. I mean, because like I said, I never watched an episode, and I knew them. I knew who they were. I knew their names. Mm-hmm. I knew their acting names, and I knew the friends' names.
Right.
I didn't know anything about the show, but they were everywhere. Every girl wanted their haircut like Jennifer Aniston. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was crazy. It was everywhere. Right. So he did that, and then he did the films we just discussed, Whole Nine Yards, Fools Rush In. He did a couple others, Serving Sarah, 3 to Tango. He had a directorial debut and acted in an episode of Scrubs. That was later. That was in 2004. And then later on in 2006 is when he postponed some release dates of some things. He was having some issues at that point, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure when he like kind of went into, I'm looking for it right now, like when he realized some of the issues he was having.
I had heard or read that a lot of this was the dependency was caused from a jet ski accident, and they put him on painkillers.
Actually, you hit it right on the head. That was the first thing in 1997. He completed a 28-day rehab program. He was almost 128 pounds. Not lost, that's what he weighed.
Yeah.
And he was taking 55 Vicodins a day.
Oh my God.
And with alcohol.
That's awful. Awful.
I'll tell you, I had my knee operated on twice, and they gave me Vicodin. And I took it. I did need it. But I'll tell you, I don't know how anybody could do that large of a quantity. But so 2001, he had some issues as well, more Vicodin, and then it increased to methadone, amphetamines, more amphetamines. Mm-hmm. Alcohol was always one of the areas of problem. He had to go into the hospital because he had a gastrointestinal perforation from, he almost died from his colon bursting due to the opioid abuse. He spent 2 weeks in a coma.
Oh my God.
I mean, they gave him a 2% chance of survival. 2 years after, he was attending rehab in Switzerland. He was faking pain to get Oxycontin. He paid $175,000 for private jet to take him to LA to get more drugs. So it was bad. It was bad. We don't need to keep going and talking about the negativity of it. But he obviously got better and went to 6,000 Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. And he was obviously clean, I guess you could say, after that. But man,
well, I know that, yeah, like you said, enough with the bad. I know you weren't a Friends watcher, and we are definitely Friends diehards. On the last episode, the final episode, it was the Friends reunion. He didn't really say a lot, and when he did speak, it was a little kind of slurred, and everyone was like, "Oh, is he doing stuff?" And it came out later that he was in just so much pain. No, he had been to the dentist like the day before or something like that. He had a lot of oral surgery done, and he was in so much pain he could barely talk. But people were like, "Oh, he was, he's back. He was in there."
Yeah, did he? And that's the sad part when you had that many years. I mean, it seemed like he had. I mean, almost the entire time he was on Friends, it seems like he was an addiction problem.
Right.
And no matter what, is always going to be that speculation. Is he this? Did he fall off the wagon? Did he relapse or whatever?
Right.
But it seemed like, I mean, as you said, there's a ton of posts now. You can't flick 3 things without seeing a video or reels or something with him saying and how clean he's been clean. And, he wants to be remembered for, surviving that and stuff. And hopefully he will be. Hopefully it will be seen as somebody that beat that. And didn't let that be the reason why he died. And hopefully it's not. It did say that the coroner's report, there is no foul play suspected, but it is listed as deferred, and there's more investigative steps that need to be done.
Right.
Obviously he was alone. They haven't said anything about anybody being there. So I don't know how somebody must have came home, I guess, and saw him there and called 911. None of that is really.
What boggles my mind on this is how quickly this happens and then hits the Instagram or the Facebook. It's like, is there no privacy anymore? I mean, God, it boggles my mind. It's like, it just happened, for crying out loud.
They were showing videos out of his parents and his stepfather out, because his stepfather is somebody on an investigative news program. and his dad is an actor. His dad was in Fools Rush In playing his dad.
Right.
But they showed all three of them in front of the house getting out of their car to go inside to, I mean, are you serious? You got to videotape these people? They're going to identify their son.
It's awful.
That's
absolutely
horrible.
Awful.
Utterly ridiculous.
I will always remember Matthew Perry as Chandler Bing, and his comedic genius, his timing was second to none.
I said, I didn't know much about his comedic approach, like you just said, because you've seen him. So when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, oh, there's the Friends guy. Okay, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
You know, and I wasn't putting it down. I just didn't know him.
Yeah.
And man, I tell you, if you want to see anybody who has not seen Fools Rush In or Whole Nine Yards, I laughed so hard. And like you said, it was just one scene in Whole Nine Yards who always made me laugh, and it has nothing to do with the film. Not that it matters. The film's 30 years old anyway. But he's running across his yard next door to the Bruce Willis house. To make a long story short, Matthew Perry's a dentist, and he lives in this big, beautiful suburb house. And next door, Bruce Willis moves in, who's supposed to be a mob guy.
Right.
And who is in the witness protection program. And so Matthew Perry runs across the yard to go into Bruce Willis's house, and he boom into the glass sliding door. And he laid out. And then Bruce Willis opens the door, and Matthew Perry just stood at him, and I didn't know what he was going to do. I just thought he was going to be like, say something, but he just goes, like no words came out that made any sense.
Yeah.
He was slurring. He was like drooling. I laughed. So I had to pause the movie. I had to rewind and pause the movie. I was laughing so hard. Yeah. You got to check it out. He was definitely a comedic talent. And I'm sorry, 54 years old. This is way, way too young.
Absolutely.
I'm 57. I don't want to die right now. So I can only imagine 3 years ago.
That's right.
Too young.
Hey, you know what, Matthew? Go up there and get a group hug with Jimmy and Bert. And, we got to stop doing this. This has been like the worst last couple of months when it comes to, it feels like losing members of my family.
It's been it's like when I saw it, it was like you said, it happens so fast. You go on Instagram for whatever, I go on here right now and I click on it. And then of course the number one thing that pops up, I saw his picture. I'm like, why is his picture coming on my feed? Like, I don't have any friends things at all. And then I saw the bottom. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, that's horrible. So anyway, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. You gave a lot of people a lot of joy for a lot of years, and we can continue doing so forever because you're 10 years worth of episodes.
There's many times I've watched him and just the tears have just from laughter have just on Friends. Tony, do yourself a favor, watch the Pivot episode. If you're going to watch one, watch that one.
I'll have to. Like I said, my daughter, Sophia's more involved in it than I am. I mean, than Ava is. And when we went out to California, we took the Warner Brothers tour of the back lot, and they had the studio that they filmed it at, and it was all decked out. And they had the, what's the coffee shop called?
Central Perk.
Yeah. They had that was there. And it was a real working coffee place.
Oh, no kidding.
And then they had the couch by the fountain. So, she was in her glory seeing all this and posters and stuff all over the place. And
we went on.
She's never said who her favorite was. I don't know. She's never mentioned it, but I guess you kind of don't have a favorite when they all have their own little niche in the show. But it's sad. She was very upset. She's such a huge fan. She was very upset about it. But rest in peace, my friend. That's all you can really do at this point.
Yeah.
And the rest of the stuff that's going on this week, this coming Friday, we have Mr. Stallone here.
Oh.
November 3rd.
Now, is that only going to be? It's only going to be on Netflix.
I believe so. Yes, it's it says it right there on the poster. Only on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to figure out a way to watch that.
I could figure out a way for you, my friend.
All right. You send me
I got
that way.
You covered.
All right.
I got you covered. You're watching it on Friday. Don't you worry.
All right. It's this Friday. All right.
This Friday. Let's see. Does he have time? Let's see. Have time? No time. No time. All right. We'll figure it out.
Our friend Mike saw it.
Yes, I saw that. I didn't think they'd have a theater premiere for it.
No, yeah, who knew? But
that was cool.
He said the Sly was very revealing. I'm real interested to see that.
Well, I think it's going to be a combination of very revealing, like about maybe future projects that he hasn't spoken about. Is it very revealing, like he's going to go off the deep end even further about Irwin Winkler and really not give a crap anymore?
Right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
I could not be more anticipation, Bill. I mean, I'm so excited to see this.
Right. Sorry, I had to move my computer. My legs were going numb.
It's a ride. It's a ride now.
It's
like a Disney animatronics ride.
Yeah.
Here is Rick in his.
I got this little. I got this little tape, this little rolling cart that I put my. The studio is.
That's funny, but yeah. So we'll discuss that. Maybe next episode. We'll see. I mean, if it comes on Friday. Maybe we'll give it a week, and then we can discuss it. I don't know. Right. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, let's give people a chance to watch it, so we don't,
of course,
spoil anything. But
in my opinion, the diehards are going to watch it Friday.
Yeah.
The semi-diehards are going to watch it Saturday. The ones that are fans are going to watch it Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday. The fly-by-nighters will be like, "Oh, cool, let's watch this Stallone thing."
Right.
So.
I think
we'll be safe.
It's like another Rocky movie coming out. You're just like, oh my God, I can't wait.
If he discusses a Rocky series or prequel or anything Rocky, if he discusses anything at all Rocky, my head's going to burst.
Right. Absolutely. I'm on the edge of my seat with anticipation. Just like I said, the man can read the freaking telephone book and you'll have my undivided attention.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true.
Well, we'll see. We'll see on Friday. I'm definitely watching it on Friday. I mean, there's not a doubt in my mind I'm watching it Friday night.
We'll make sure that we talk. So
don't you worry. Don't you worry. You are watching it Friday.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
So Friday night. After that, though, we have a plethora of season 2s coming up, but there's nothing really stating what's going on with the season 2 dates and all that other stuff. The first one, which is obvious, is the Family Stallone. Right. And the reason why I say it's the obvious is because with all the Vatican and the Pope and the Italy trip, and all the girls were there, and Frank was there. That's going to be a huge part of the season 2.
Oh, certainly.
Huge part. Which it should be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that was so thoroughly enjoyable to see them, just the whole family interacting and, just being normal, not being, Rocky or whatever on screen. He's just being Sly. And there's something very endearing about watching him just be him, because it's like, we love him in all of his characters, but at the same time, he even becomes that much more relatable. And like, I just want to be your friend,
Right? Like, I really would just love to go to lunch, just hang out for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Chit chat.
I don't, you know what? I've always thought of him like, if I ever had that opportunity, like, dude, look, I want no money from you. I want nothing from you other than just to be a friend. I just want to be your friend. That's all. I don't want a damn thing. I just want to be your friend. Because I just think the man is so interesting and he offers so much in like life advice. But then at the same time, he looks like, or I know we've seen it, he can just be as goofy can be.
Yeah. Oh God.
He'll just let it go. And who the hell does it?
Yeah.
Who we all want to be around that type of thing, we all want to have a good time and have fun and laugh.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you more. But as of right now, there is no let's see here, season 2 date yet that I've seen anyway. It just says it was officially renewed. They did pick up the series.
That's awesome.
So it has been picked up, but again, it doesn't have release date. I'm going to press it again for a different one. Is there a release date? No release date. So we'll see. I mean, with them filming the Italy trip, which was last month, I think, give or take.
Yeah, I think it was towards the end of August, beginning of September. And
okay, so just say August for sake of argument, and then you got some other stuff. They might go through the holidays. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe springtime next year, hopefully.
Yeah, right.
That'll be cool to see. And then there is talk about season 2 for Tulsa King.
Oh, would absolutely love that.
So, and again, though, there was talk that will be coming out in spring of 25, which might be because of that writers strike that they had. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But there is talk that it has been picked up.
Okay.
So we will see. I mean, things, look, you know how it is on the internet. You could type in one thing and you read a positive, you type in, all of a sudden you scroll down 2 and there's a negative.
Right. Well, let's hope it's true, because you know what? Tulsa King, along with the family Stallone, was just a bright spot. It was just something to look forward to. I couldn't wait to watch it. And it made me laugh. I thought it was very well written, and
I loved it.
Just loved the show,
I did. I love it. And like, of course, anybody that knows me, like, of course you love it. Stallone's in it. Of course you're going to love it. I understand that, but I don't agree with that, because there's a lot I didn't, care for that he did. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to pretend I like something just because he's in it.
Right.
I agree with you. The story writing, the acting, the combination of the, funny sarcasm and the mob violence and the, just no taking any crap. I mean, it was very, very enjoyable. I liked it a lot.
Right. I love going back and watching the little blips, little clips of it. And, mm-hmm. and I got to go back probably over the winter. We'll go back through and rewatch Tulsa King again, but it was enjoyable. And like you said, there's things that, like, anybody who knows me knows that I'm not an Oscar fan. Mm-hmm. Never was. I just never was.
Yeah, same.
I liked the period costumes and the cars. Mm-hmm. I loved all that part. Right. But it was just, to me, it was over the top. So it's not like it's
what it is. Yeah. You're not going to like everything. I mean, and I think he would understand and respect that. I'm not going to just say everything you did was great. I love all of it. That's impossible.
Yeah. Right.
That's impossible. Right. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that very much. I enjoyed it. I love the fact that when he got to Oklahoma, and he had to create his crew, and he got these ragtag guys together, and, they all became, tough mob guys by trial by fire. And
right.
It was really cool. Like, I love the bar owner, and he wasn't taking any crap. And of course the driver. Remember when he first got here, go buy me a car. Working for me now. Pick me up $2,000 a week. Jeez.
Yep. Sign me up.
That's awesome. And then in another 2 for Mr. Stallone, Samaritan 2.
Love it.
Just got the green light.
Love it.
That just got the green light. So, which will be very interesting, because now this has been out long enough we could discuss the film.
And we never really have, that I can recall.
No, we haven't. I mean, maybe we could do an episode on that at another time, or discuss it just right now, and it is what it is. But he was not the Samaritan, and that's going to be pretty cool to see where it goes with the story and the kid.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see. And again, with that too, all it said is that it was green light to go. But no date, no cast, except for him, of course. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
I don't know about you. I'm sure I know the way you feel about it, but I loved the Samaritan. It was not his first comic book hero that he played. That was Judge Dredd, but I loved the whole storyline. I mean, the bad guy kind of reminded me of Bane a little bit from Batman.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you know what? It is what it is. Just
right.
I love the way Sly just pulled that role, and just there was those sarcastic comments, or just the whole. I probably watched it within the first week 12 times.
Oh my god,
I loved it. I just loved it.
I didn't love it as much as you did. I didn't watch it 12 times. And I did. I enjoyed it. I did like it a lot. It a couple things I was like, I mean, the kid finding out or thinking he found out he was a Samaritan pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. A lot of action, a lot of good one-liners. Kept me in the game. I wasn't, like, all right, come on, let's go. So I'll be looking forward to see 2 on how he's Nemesis.
Yep.
And not Samaritan. To see where that goes.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if he takes on the Samaritan persona,
right?
Or if he's
which I'm assuming,
or is he going to be a good guy nemesis? Who knows? But I thoroughly enjoyed it because, well, I love the comic book. I love the superhero movies, so it just fell right in line with me anyway.
Did you read this comic book, The Samaritan?
No.
Oh, I didn't either.
But I like I'm saying though, you and I were both Batman fans. We grew up DC and Marvel, Spider-Man, Superman, right. Captain America, the whole night, So this definitely fell right in my wheelhouse,
No, agreed.
So I just thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good stuff. Well, as always, he's got a busy schedule. He's got stuff going on, and then of course they got the grand opening of the Sly Stallone shop coming up soon. I don't know when. They still haven't released the information on taking a picture with him at the statue,
right?
Which I'm still waiting.
Yeah, right.
Waiting for my phone call.
Yeah, right. I'm like walking around. Come on, just ring.
Oh man, I mean that's just you want a picture with him, you want to meet him. Every fan does.
Sure.
But to meet him and have that picture there, I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous on how that could be.
Yeah, or as Chandler Bing would say, could it be any more ridiculous?
I'm telling you, it couldn't be.
I had to slide it in there.
I don't think.
But that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, so I mean, I don't know when I've been looking at it. I'm sure you have as well. I haven't seen any new information.
No, I haven't either. I've been real busy, so I haven't been like on my phone. When you texted me earlier this morning, I was out. So I was like, I just threw you a quick okay to let you know that I got it. But, just his wheels will travel, I guess.
No, I mean, I go on there, I go on there every day. I don't know, not like a lot, but I mean, at least once or twice, I'm posting for the Instagram, 14 page and stuff, but I haven't seen anything on there yet. Nothing at all. I don't know if it's something they're
going to have to pick a winner soon because it's coming up quick.
Well, what did they give a date? I didn't see any date. Did you?
I would think it would have to be around Thanksgiving time. That's my guess because everything kind of correlates with that. Maybe it's even going to be correlating with the Rocky Run. Who knows?
I was just about to say that to you. I'm looking up to see when the date is. I was just about to say that that's the 11th, November 11th.
Did you get signed up?
Yeah. I didn't get my stuff yet though, but yeah, I'm already signed up.
I missed it. This is the first time in years. It just completely slipped my mind. And I wrote them an email and I'm like, can I? And they're like, no, we're all sold out. I'm like, oh.
They're sold out of everything?
How
could they be sold out of the virtual ones?
For the virtual, they said they were sold out. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? Come on. All right. I mean, it's my fault. I
always do it as soon as it comes around in January. It always comes around in January, February, where the very first one will be like, here's the date. So I do it right away because a couple of years ago, I had the same issue. Not as bad as yours, where I missed it, but it went down to the wire where I was like, oh my God, I didn't get it. and I had to go and order it and everything. And it was, I mean, I've had it since 18. 18 was the first year I did.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
And well, the shirts are white this year. I'm very unhappy about that.
They're white?
Yes, they're white.
Really?
I don't like white t-shirts at all, period. But that's just me.
I don't mind a white t-shirt. Problem is I can never, ever keep, if I'm wearing white, I'm not allowed to drink or eat. Oh, there you go. Okay.
That's it. I hate white. I like the black. They've been black every year. I don't know what's going on with the white, but here's what it is. So
I guess if there was a year to miss, this was a good year then.
Yeah.
I'll come up with my own Rocky Run t-shirt.
Yeah, right. I'll send you that picture. You can make it tomorrow.
I'll make my own medal on my 3D printer.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, it's 12 days to the race, so maybe they are going to do it right before the race. I don't know.
Well, okay, so
that would make sense.
Well, yeah, but do you remember a couple of years ago when they did the commercial for the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was something rock. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I think that was filmed about that time in November-ish. So, you know, who knows? Who knows?
Oh, I don't need much time to buy a plane ticket. I'm good. I mean, just, you know.
Yeah, right.
Tell me I won, I'm on a plane, and we're good. I just need to know where to go.
Yeah, they're about 4.5, 5 hours. I'll drive right down there, and I have no qualms about.
Oh, is that all for you? From you, 4 or 5? That's not bad. That's not bad.
Well, depending on how was it 476, 276, 376? However, those routes are. I'm telling you, you do not want to get on those roads going. What was it? We were coming into Philly, leaving Philly on a Friday night. You do not want to be heading out of Philly on a Friday night.
No, I will fly right into Philly Airport. I will stay right downtown next to the statue. I'm not risking anything happening. I'll sleep at the statue if I have to.
I know, right? Yeah.
My luck, you know, there'll be an accident. I can't get there. No,
I know.
We'll see.
Snuggle up on the statue.
Yeah, a blanket.
Yep.
Oh man. So anyway, we'll see. There's a lot going on, but a lot more to come. We'll chat after the show, so you could watch Sly coming up. I'm so excited. It's only 4 days, and then we'll keep everybody posted with all the other dates and events coming up.
Yeah.
Not that you guys don't already know anyway. I mean, you probably know a lot of this before we even talk about it, but still.
True, but it's exciting to have all this Stallone news, you know.
I know.
It's so exciting because it was, you know, you get to a lull at points. You're like, oh, come on. Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is good. This is good. All righty, my friend. Well, until next week, anything else?
I have some trivia.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I just realized. I just looked down. I just realized, oh my God, trivia. Okay. See, that's why I said, is there anything else? So there you go. All righty. Go ahead. What do you got? Well, I'm not going to know what you have. So
okay.
Might as well just ask and answer.
Right. Well, no, you might.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
Okay. Let's start out very easy. What was the name of the Friends theme song?
Oh, see, I know that. I'll Be There for You. See,
okay.
It was on every other song when on the radio.
Right, you know.
And actually, I'll do even one better. Wasn't it the Rembrandts?
Oh, so now you took my second question.
Oh, no, really? I'm sorry.
So if you're a Friends watcher, you know what this means.
No, I don't know what that means. Oh, is that the clapping thing?
No. That's when let's see, Monica and Ross were little. They weren't allowed to say swear words or give the finger.
Okay.
So Ross made up his own.
Hold on, because I'm telling you, I know the names and stuff, but Monica and Ross. Monica is
Courtney Cox. Ross is David Schwimmer. Okay. And they played brother and sister on the show.
Right, I knew that. Okay.
So they were not allowed to swear when growing up or give the finger. So Ross made up his own swear word.
The little curse thing.
So he was like this.
That's awesome.
Tony, you took my number 2 question.
Yeah, so I get that. I deserve that. All right. I was all proud. I knew the name of the group.
I know. I'm like, whoa.
Well, like I said, I mean, you couldn't go 5 minutes without hearing that song back then. I mean, it was everywhere.
It's a great song too. I mean, no doubt.
It is catchy. It is catchy.
Very catchy. All right, what do you got for me?
I don't have any friends info, obviously.
That's okay.
And I only have one trivia question.
As long as it doesn't involve math.
It does not involve math.
Because as Jimmy Buffett said, math sucks.
Math does suck. I'll tell you that.
Great song.
On Tulsa King, what is Dwight Manfredi's nickname?
The General.
There you go.
All right.
All right. The General.
Yes.
So was that for the musical section, which we're really bad at this. We don't put the thing up. We forget about it. Oh crap, we have trivia. Okay, here's trivia. Okay, now we're on music. Music's up.
We're gonna have to hire like a production.
I'm telling you. So with the music section, I'll be there for you, or is that different?
Well, no, that was my music section.
Okay.
It was kind of like trivia musical.
Gotcha.
So, all right, I have one more trivia question.
Okay.
This might be a little stumper for you, but you never know. What famous remake of a TV show did Matthew Perry do?
Oh my goodness. Famous remake?
Yes, a very, very well.
And it was remade?
Very well-known, very famous TV show that was remade. I'm going to say in the early,
he was done with Friends?
No, not with Friends.
No.
It was after Friends.
No, I'm saying, was he done with the show Friends? Was it over?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God, I have no idea. Did he play a father or did he play I have no idea.
I'm going to try and throw you a little bit of a hint.
I have no clue.
I want to say the show was very popular, maybe late 70s, early 80s. Tony Randall.
Oh, The Odd Couple. Okay.
The Odd Couple.
You said Tony Randall. I knew. I didn't know that. Did he really?
Yes, he played Oscar.
Okay.
He played Oscar. Oscar Madsen.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know they remade that.
Yeah. I don't think it lasted too awful long, maybe a season or two.
Right.
But yeah.
Who was that? So did he play? He played Felix?
He played Oscar, actually.
Oh, he played Oscar. Okay.
Yeah. I think I might even have let me see if I there we go.
He played Oscar.
Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Can you see
it lasted 3 seasons.
Can you see
somebody I don't know, Thomas Lennon, played Felix. I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Can you see that picture, Tony?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. All right.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy was either. But yeah, he was on The Odd Couple.
That's pretty cool. Well, I have you did watch it?
I think I watched it a few times. Yeah. I mean, I was a big fan of
3 seasons. So
I was a big fan of the original, with Jack Klugman and it was hard. It was very hard to see it redone.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't think they did a bad job in any way, shape, or form.
No, I know, but you know the originals. Well, they're not. Yeah. They're not even really the originals now. You know that.
No.
The TV show.
No,
you didn't know that.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, here's trivia for you then.
Okay. Let's
have
it.
The Odd Couple TV show with Tony Randall and Jack Klugman was made after The Odd Couple movie. Now, The Odd Couple was a play written by Neil Simon, so it was on Broadway for a long time. Then they made a movie. The 2 gentlemen that were in the movie did 6 movies together.
Oh, really?
Later on, they did a movie called Grumpy Old Men.
Was that Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay.
Jack Lemmon was Felix, and Walter Matthau was Oscar.
Okay.
In the movie.
I'm vaguely bouncing around up there,
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then after the movie, they had the TV show, and that's that. So, but my trivia was trivia / music also, like you had there. Didn't know that we were copying each other. So in the family Stallone, this is actually just telling you. This is not really a question. This is trivia for knowledge. So in the family Stallone opening segment, they play a song while the flashing the pictures up and they're showing the girls and the wife and everybody.
Yep.
And it's a song called "Cake by the Ocean."
Yes.
By the Jonas Brothers.
Is it the Jonas Brothers?
I believe it's the Jonas Brothers. No, see, now you're going to make me second guess myself.
Okay, so, I thought I honestly I had no idea. If I was to guess, I would have thought it would have been like that band called Fun, but
maybe it's so see, it wasn't the Jonas Brothers. Oh no, it is the Jonas Brothers. Jonas Brothers give us all summer vibe with "Cake by the Ocean."
Okay.
Anyway, so here's the trivia question part, or the trivia part that maybe a lot of people don't know. They wrote that song "Cake by the Ocean" because they were trying to write a song, and they were with a few people at a bar, and there was a girl who kept ordering drinks. She wanted the drink called "Sex on the Beach." And she was going up to the bartender going, it's the cake on the beach. It's the cake in the ocean. And I don't know. And like she was getting very confused. She didn't understand the name of the drink.
Okay.
They heard that and just thought it was clicky and wrote it.
Okay.
So that's for my daughters. My daughters gave me that knowledge. I couldn't tell you a Jonas Brothers song if it hit me on the head.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. But obviously she had a couple.
So they wrote "Cake by the Ocean" because the lady wanted sex on the beach drink, and she kept saying "cake on the ocean" or "cake on the beach" or whatever. Which I thought was pretty funny.
Okay.
So there. I like it. Now we could say, is there anything else?
Well, you know what? We're running a little longer tonight, but
yeah, we're on 47. We're doing all right.
Some night, you pick the night. Could be even tonight if you want. I'm going to teach you one song on that piano behind you.
Oh, that's right. You had said that to me one other time. You want to do that tonight? Or you want to do it?
We can do
next
it.
Show?
How about we do a next show?
Next show, okay.
But it's going to be. I'm going to give you no.
Yeah, because actually do it next show because that'll give me time. I can move it over here next to me. I'll make sure it's plugged in. You know, I used to play around. I don't know how to play the piano, but I could do the whole one-man chicken peck. You know, on
that's
a few
what
songs.
I'm going to.
There's a couple of songs. "Love Me Tender's" one of them. A couple other songs, but okay, I'll take you up on that. That sounds good.
That'll be because I'm going to teach you the song, and then you're going to have to guess the name of the song, and that'll be our music as well.
Okay, there you go.
Entertainment for the night.
Sounds like a plan. All righty, my friend. As always, pleasure. Great stuff.
Absolutely.
Until next week, until you get to hear me tear up the piano, we'll see everybody later.
Jerry Lee Lewis.